Hello everyone, welcome to March 10th, Nuts and Bolts for Shiloh Hills Elementary. The first thing I want to tell you about, quick little public service announcement. Attached to the email that held this PowerPoint, you probably saw there is a little video there. It's kind of cute, and it is all about sneezing and containing germs. Came from Steve Hare. Thank you, Steve. We're a little late for this year's cold and flu season, but we sneeze all year round, and it's a good little lesson, so check it out. Next thing, I just want to remind you that collaboration notes, we're doing them a little bit differently now. There's a link to record your collaboration notes. I'll put this link in the email as well. These notes then will go into a spreadsheet automatically. I'm going to ask Linda to email that spreadsheet out to you by the end of the day on Monday following collaboration. And so anybody who has put their notes in by that time will have their notes emailed out to the group. And that means anybody, specialists or interventionists, anybody else who needs to look at the notes can look at them. And like I said, I'll link to the form as well as last week's collaboration notes in the same email as this PowerPoint. A quick little update around curriculum mapping. We have some folks in the building who are representing Shiloh Hills on this team. What we want you to know about curriculum mapping, that the curriculum mapping that they're working on for reading is not a straitjacket approach. It's going to include many varied resources. It's going to really focus on the big picture. And by summer's end, we should have a map for every grade level. Also, they will be taking recommendations from the writing task team this summer. Very quick update on Halloween. The Halloween subgroup will share out on March 17th what they discussed, and is that right? Yeah, share out on March 17th what they discussed, and then whether or not we will proceed with their recommendations, we will vote on, and we'll share the results with you at our April 14th staff meeting, and we'll share the results with our PTSO at our April 14th PTSO meeting. Don't forget that if you are having office referral worthy incidents in your classroom, but you're not referring them, we'd like you to continue entering those into our classroom behavior data form, and the link for that is included with this PowerPoint. There's the link as well. I don't think you can get to it through the video, but just so you know, that's what it looks like. And if you're wondering about when we're going to look at it, just know that when we begin our spring school improvement plan revision process, that will be a prime opportunity for us to use that data. Another thing I want to share with you is an opportunity for Shiloh Hills to participate in KXLY's Raise the Flag. And on Thursday, March 26th, they will be coming to Shiloh Hills so that our students can say the flag salute and sign the flag salute, thanks to Mr. Maney's instruction. And you can just let me know if you aren't in your class to participate in that, then they'll be highlighted on KXLY. And if you're curious about that, just Google KXLY Raise the Flag, and you can see some other classrooms in Spokane. Brentwood is the other Meade school that has been invited to do this, and Shiloh Hills is the second one. So that's an honor, and I'm excited about that. We are having some serious attendance issues right now, and Jen and I learned an awful lot at PBIS last week. There are some immediate interventions that we feel like we can pull off, and those are really around the two areas of education and recognition. So first of all, I'm going to send out a letter at conference time to our parents. I'll get that copied for everybody. Thank you, Jen, for writing that. It's just a basic education for parents about the impact of absences on later academic achievement. Also, when they work, I'll include this information in my robocalls. I'm having a hard time with robocalls, and you may have noticed you're not getting them. It's not because I'm not doing them, it's just because they're not going through. I'll also put some information in newsletters. And then in terms of recognizing our students with good attendance, there will be Star of the Month Assembly recognition for perfect and near perfect attendance starting in March. We'll put some recognition in our newsletters. We'll try to get some recognition in our daily announcements. And then if there's anything you'd like to do in your own class for fun, feel free to do it. Jen and I learned a lot about some things teachers are doing, and when we work directly with our Inspire team, we'll share out those ideas. Long-term interventions for attendance. We would like this to be an Inspire team focus, and that just makes sense because Inspire is our PBIS group, and attendance has some direct PBIS strategies that we can use to improve it. And then, of course, we will be working on attendance as part of our improvement planning process. Very quickly about morning announcements, there's several choices for morning announcements, and all of them have downsides. And that's why I recently asked Mike if he would change the time and experiment with some different times so we could get a better idea of what's really going to be the best. Remember, the point of the morning announcements is to build community and to get information across to our kids. So we have to ask ourselves the question, is the community being built, and are we getting the information across? So there's some choices. There's 9:20, 9:25, 9:30, 9:35, or another option might be that we just do the flag salute at 9:20 and we save our announcements until the afternoon at 3:12, right before that bell rings. It will help us do them quickly, and then your kids will just shoo on out after they're over. So we are going to try some of these things, and then we will get some feedback from you about morning announcements. No perfect time. I realize that. Thank you for being so patient as we try to figure out the most perfect time. There are some upcoming events I'd like you to know about. On March 14th, a friend of mine, Sarah Ferris, she's a teacher at Brentwood, is going to host a Courage to Teach Day of Renewal. If you've ever done anything with Courage to Teach by Parker Palmer, you'll know that this is just a really awesome opportunity. And it's a 3-hour thing, but it's very community-oriented, very renewing, and anything that I've ever done around Courage to Teach has been wonderful. I'll be going to this event. If anybody would like to join me, I'd love to have you. Another important thing coming up on March 14th is also on on that same Saturday as the Parker Palmer event, and that is that there are town hall meetings being held all over Washington State. In Spokane, Representatives Marcus Riccelli, Tim Ormsby, and Senator Billig are hosting a town hall meeting from 1 to 2:30 p.m. at the WSU River Point Academic Center Auditorium. And this is a great opportunity for us to go and talk with our legislators, make sure that our voices are heard. And this is what I read today that I thought was brilliant. There may be constituents in attendance who either have not heard your message or may disagree with your message. Don't stay at home and let them capture your legislators' attention. I don't expect that many of you will be able to go to this or even interested in going to this after working all week, and I certainly would not blame you for not wanting to. I just want to invite you to come if you'd like to. I'll be there, and I will be very vocal. Hopefully there will be an opportunity for me to be a loudmouth. Here are some dates for spring, and I started crossing off the ones that we have already covered, which makes us feel good. Just take note of these. Leadership team, Believe, Achieve, Inspire. Leadership is March 24th, and Believe, Achieve, Inspire whole group Tuesday, March 17th. Here are our upcoming staff meetings and safety committee meetings. And here is a list of dates for behavior leadership team. Remember, just hold the date. If there are no children on the agenda, then we cancel. Here are our dates for check-in, check-out data team and for help for Billy. And notice that it's bolded. We had to move those dates from the original to March 17th and March 20th. And PTSO events, finally, we have our fund run and our barbecue scheduled for June 11th, and we have our carnival scheduled for Friday, May 29th in the evening. That'll be put on by All Star Jump. At our staff meeting on March 10th, for face-to-face items, Tom Rockefeller will be here giving us a timeline for renovation. Kim Monacuco will be here to talk to us about brain breaks. We will talk briefly about our behavior support, give you some updates and clarifications on that process. I'll talk with you briefly about the school improvement planning process, and I'll talk with you briefly about next year and some conversations that need to be had about where people are going to be based on their requests in those letters of intent that you filled out back in February. So that's all, and if you have anything that I've missed or any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Go back to the email that this PowerPoint was included in for all attachments relevant to what I just shared. And have a fantastic week.